everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren, and before I get started with today's very special video, I just want to say please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. That way you won't miss any of the videos that I post. Now let's get into today's very special video. So as you can tell from the title, I am engaged. And this is just such an exciting time for me and my fiance. I'm gonna have to get used to saying that. But I just wanted to give you guys the story and to basically start off this new wedding series. I'm going to try and document and show as much as I can. I know even before I got engaged, I always loved watching any type of wedding series videos. I just find them so interesting and so fun. So I really wanted to bring you guys into that and, you know, give you a glimpse of everything that I've been doing. I know it's been a while since I posted. I've just been so busy, especially after this engagement. There's just been a rush of things going, and I just haven't had time to do like anything. But I'm finally sitting down and I've been filming a lot. I just haven't been able to get it all into one video yet, but I've been filming a lot and I've been getting everything together to start this wedding series. So I'm just gonna get into the story, tell you guys a little bit about how this happened, and basically what's to come. First, let me just start off by saying that my fiance and I have been together a very long time, since high school, so about 13 years. So it's been a very long time, obviously, and we are both had discussed taking the next step and, you know, what we were looking for in terms of, you know, what we wanted and all of that, right? So I just want to give you guys a story of everything. Now, before anything, like I said, we discussed everything a little bit. One day, this was around, I guess after Thanksgiving, or maybe before Thanksgiving. I remember it was around the holidays, and we decided to spend a day out in the city, New York, which we live right outside of the city. So we were spending the day there, and we were just doing, you know, fun stuff. We went to a rooftop, I believe. We had a few drinks. We were just hanging out. And as we were walking through, we were passing by the Diamond District. And he said to me, "Hey, why don't we go into this store right here?" And I remember I was like, "Wait, what? What's going on?" Because, you know, you don't want to like get your hopes up or be like, "Wait, what exactly is going on?" And basically he had surprised me with an appointment with a jeweler to take a look at wedding rings, engagement rings. So I'm gonna get into that. But so the jeweler is a family friend. I will link her information down below because she's amazing. You could probably find her on TikTok and social media and whatnot. Like, she's awesome. So we went in. I was totally surprised. I had no idea that's what we were doing that day. And he had planned it all along, which was really nice. I know some people say that like they don't want to go wedding ring shopping. Some people are very adamant that they do. I was sort of somewhere in the middle. I kind of always thought like if it happened and I didn't pick out the ring, like I'd be totally fine with that. If I did pick out the ring, like, and it happened, I'd be totally fine with that too. I am a little picky, so I do like, you know, very specific things. And obviously my fiance knows that. And he wanted to make sure that obviously the ring that he got, I would love. Because, you know, you are spending a lot of money on it and you want to make sure that it's perfect. And I know that he didn't feel comfortable buying something without like making sure that I absolutely loved it. So this is where the story starts. We went to look at rings. I tried on a bunch of different things and ultimately I ended up with this. I knew the shape that I wanted and everything. So this is a radiant cut diamond, as you can see here, and it has like the pave diamonds all around. I'll take it off just to show you. I'm literally obsessed with it, and it has the 3-row diamonds. So it is literally my dream ring. It also has the like halo and the the basket is all pave. So that is what it looks like. I'm literally obsessed with it. Like, oh, I love it so much. It looks so nice. But when we went, obviously, this is what I was like, oh my god, I love this. But we also looked at a few other things and I was like, yeah, that's nice, that's nice. And I basically told him, like, I want you to choose what you think is, you know, you're comfortable with. I didn't know any pricing. I still to this day do not know pricing. He didn't want me to know anything. So I didn't want to, I was nervous, like, what if I picked out the most expensive thing and he felt like obligated to have to get that because, you know, that's what I picked out. So I didn't want that pressure on him, but this was just the ring that I fell in love with, and he did as well. He like kept saying like, oh my god, it looks so nice, like I love it. So yeah, so I did pick out the ring. And this was about maybe a month or 2 months later. So we got engaged at the very end of January. And if you have followed me on social media or you see anything, you will see all of those photos on there. I'm gonna link my Instagram account below, which I always have, but you'll see all of those photos. So if you do want to follow me along on this wedding journey, obviously you're going to be able to see everything much quicker on my Instagram. So just a little heads up, but I have photos on there and I will show you guys here, but let me get into the story. So this was the end of January. It was the weekend, and I was asking him, Joe, who is my fiance, I was asking him like, hey, what do you want to do this weekend? And he was basically like, oh, I don't know, like, we'll see. And then one of our friends texted me and was like, oh, do you guys want to come meet me and her boyfriend for drinks and dinner and whatnot? So Joe and I agreed. We're like, yeah, that sounds good. So I told her, yeah, no problem, we'll meet you. She sent me the restaurant. She said, oh, like, is this place good? Like, I've been there, it's really good. Like, they have good drinks. And I was like, okay, yeah, sounds good to me. Didn't really think much of it. So then I spoke to Joe and I was like, okay, we're meeting them at this time. It was a Saturday. And he was like, okay. Saturday came. That morning he said to me, hey, why don't we go a little bit earlier and get drinks at a rooftop? He told me that his friend texted him and was like, oh, hey, let's get drinks beforehand, which is not unusual for us. Like, we would do that. Like, that's not an unusual thing. However, he did say to me, make sure like you wear something nice because I think it's a little fancy. My entire like years of dating, I mean, maybe he has told me that before, but I guess it just stuck out to me because I was like, we went to look at rings not that long ago. You're telling me to dress nice, like, what's this about? But then I was like, okay, but we actually are meeting friends because they texted me, and I just know that, like, I know Joe so well, and I was like, he obviously would not do that with other people there. Like, he knows how I feel. Like, I don't want like an engagement at a restaurant. I don't want like a whole crowd there. Like, sometimes, I don't know, like, at least I had expressed to him that like I would rather something be more intimate and more private, just because, like, I don't know, sometimes I get weird if everybody's watching me. So yeah, so I immediately was like, okay, he wouldn't do that with like friends at like a rooftop bar. Like, I just know that like he would not do that. So I kind of was like, I don't know, I don't want to get my hopes up, I don't want to think anything, like, I'm sure it's probably nothing, like, I'm sure we're actually just going for drinks. So I got dressed up just in case, and I made sure to like not be too dressed up. I wore just like a simple black dress with boots, and I was like, okay, I don't want to be too dressed up because like I don't want to look like I'm expecting something, but then I don't want to be like too dressed down and then be like, oh my god, I should have dressed up. So I played it safe and I kind of went like somewhere in the middle. And so we're in Soho, we're walking around. Joe, I'm following him, and he's like looking at his phone, like trying to see like where we're going. He was like, oh, my friend texted me. Right? Oh, let me just back up 1 second. When we were in the car, he got a text message from his friend. It showed up like on the on his like screen in the car. It was a text message from his friend. And it was while we were on the way there. So I really thought like, oh, okay, like his friend is texting him. We're obviously meeting his friends. Okay. Fast forward. I said to him, oh, what did the text message say? And he was like, oh, they said they're there. And I told him, oh, we'll be there in 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay. Didn't think anything of it. So we're walking. He's looking at his phone. And I was like, where is this place? Because it didn't look like any rooftops. Like there was just like restaurants, stores, like clothing stores. There was like a gallery, and we like stopped to take a photo at like in front of the gallery because there was a heart. And he was like, oh, let's take a photo. And I was like, okay. And he was like, oh my god, you look so nice. And I was like, okay, you're being a little extra nice. So we took a photo, and then we were just walking, and he was trying to find the place. So I was like, Joe, I don't think there's a rooftop here. And he was like, are you kidding me? Like he's looking at his phone. I was like, what? He goes, oh, my friend said he's at his friend's house. It's like his friend's house. They're having drinks at a friend's house. It's actually not a bar. So I was like, oh, okay. Now for us, again, like our friend, like that's not unusual. And I literally was like, wow, that sounds like something like that your friends would do. So it just sounded like something that they would do. And so I didn't even think anything of it. So we get into the place. We walk into it's like a building. We go into an elevator, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, I feel kind of weird because I dressed up a little bit, and like we're just going to someone's like apartment. They're all probably just hanging out, having like low-key drinks. And I was like, and I kind of like dressed up. So I was like, Joe, do I look okay? Am I too dressed up for this? And he was like, you're fine, like don't worry about it. So we get out of the elevator, and it opens up to an apartment, but it was like an empty apartment. It kind of looked like a studio. So I was like, wait, what? And I looked at him, and I was like, wait, Joe, where are we? And like I kind of, I got nervous because I was like, wait a second, is this what I think is happening? But I didn't say anything. I like just went silent. And might I add, this entire time I kept saying like, oh, I hope there's a bathroom because I really have to pee. Like I literally kept saying it a million times because I honestly thought we were just going to someone's apartment. So the doors open up. It looks like a studio. And then he grabs my hand, and he goes up these stairs, and I followed him up. I was like, wait, where are we going? And he was like, it's the person's rooftop. And I was like, oh, huh? So we walk up, and there's like this rooftop, right? We walk out, and immediately I was like, oh my god. Immediately I started crying because we walk out onto this rooftop. It's overlooking Soho. It has like a beautiful view, and there's a whole setup. There's flower petals lined up, and all along are photos of us from like literally throughout the years from like high school to now. Photos just lining the whole place with the flowers. And I just literally started crying, and I was like, oh my god. And like I just felt like I couldn't move, and I was like, oh my god. And then Joe looked at me, and like he started tearing, and he grabbed my hand, and like we walked down. And I feel like I blacked out. Like I feel like I was so like in shock and just so like happy that I like totally forgot what he even said. I forgot like what I said. All I remember is like, so actually he went to get down, and I looked over, and I see a photographer and someone like a videographer. They're like videoing it, and the only thing I thought was like, oh my god, that's my bedside. So I said to him, I was like, can we switch sides? And like it's just like, if you know me, it's such a typical me thing to say. And like he started laughing, and he was like, yeah. So then we switched sides, and he got down on one knee, and he said something really, really nice, and I was like tearing. And I just remember I was like, yes, yes, yes. And he was like, oh my god, the ring. And he pulled it out, and he like opened it up, and I was like, oh my god, I love it. It was honestly so perfect. And the most amazing part about this all is that this was in January, and it was like one of those days that was like 65 degrees. So like we didn't even need a jacket. Like it was just, I was wearing like a black jacket, but it was so nice out, and like it was so warm. So after that, he proposed. I said yes, and the photographer came out, and he introduced himself, and he's like, congratulations. And he was like, let's just replay the whole thing. So I was like, oh my god, like this is great, because now like we can walk out again, and like I can like not like I already took it all in, and now I can review it. And obviously he was doing that to take photos and to get the video, and it was so nice. And then we stayed on the rooftop for like an hour taking a bunch of photos. The sun was setting, we got some beautiful photos of the sun setting, and like it was just perfect. And then we had champagne, and we popped the champagne bottle, and we were pouring the champagne, and we were having some drinks, and like it was honestly just so magical. And it was the perfect engagement, like at least for myself. It was everything that I could have ever dreamed of. He was just so heartfelt in everything that he did, really considerate and thought about like how I would feel and what I would want. And like I love everything. I'm like getting emotional now. I love anything that's like sentimental, and it was just perfect. And then after that I was like, what are we doing now? And he was like, oh well, we're going for dinner. And then we went to Cathedral, which is a restaurant that I love. We've been there a few times, and it was just perfect. We went there. It's like a really, really nice, like the atmosphere is really pretty, which was great. So when we got there, we just sat at the bar for a little bit. We had a drink, and then I FaceTimed my mom and I FaceTimed my sister, and we were just telling them how it happened, and like everyone was so excited. And yeah, it was really, really nice. And then we had dinner, and the waitress came over and said congratulations, and they gave us champagne and stuff, which was so nice. We had a wonderful dinner. So we went to head out. I thought we were going home, and then he was like, oh, let's just stop somewhere quickly. I thought like maybe he was taking me for like my favorite dessert. And I was like, oh, we already had dessert at the restaurant, but if you want to have more dessert, like, okay, I'm celebrating, I'm good with it. But then we walked and we went into a bar, and as we walked in, our families were all there, and everyone yelled congratulations, and it was so nice. And his mom got me flowers, and everyone had a drink, and we were all hanging out, and we were telling everybody how it happened. And it was just like the most perfect day ever. I just feel like it just kept getting better and better, and I just love so much how much thought and time he put into this, because that is literally all that I could ask for. But yeah, so it's been crazy. So I guess now it's been a few months, and we have just been planning. I didn't realize how long it would take us. But yeah, so this is the start of the wedding series, and I am so excited to take you guys along. If you have any questions about anything, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna go through everything. I'll answer as many questions as I can. I did just want to show you guys a few things I picked up. I do have a small engagement party coming up in a few months, I guess. Yeah, a few months. And so I've just been slowly buying like a few wedding stuff here and there. So I'm gonna show you guys so far what I got. I'm not exactly sure like what I'm gonna do with this stuff yet. I'm pretty sure probably engagement party, but it could be for photo shoot or whatever else. But first I'm gonna show you guys, I got these earrings. So everything is from Revolve. So I got these earrings, and I just thought they were so cute and so pretty. Like, it just gives me like bridal vibes to wear for like either the engagement party or, like I said, a photo shoot. I love these. Like, I just think they're so pretty. And then I saw this bag on Revolve, and could not help myself. It's literally like I literally just got it in. I haven't even like fully opened it yet. But this is from Zac Posen. I got it from Revolve. They were having that like 20% off sale. So I used that 20% off to get this stuff. But look at this bag. I am just literally so obsessed with it. It's giving me like such bridal vibes. I love the pearls on it, and it's this like pearlized type of fabric, and then the back it has this like leather panel back here. The handle is like that same fabric with the leather below, and it has these like amazing pearl beads hanging, and I'm just literally so obsessed with this. I saw it and I had to get it. I'm gonna link everything so you'll have everything there if you guys want to check it out. But I just thought this was like the perfect like bridal event bag, like engagement party, bridal shower, like the night before for the rehearsal dinner or welcome drinks, like whatever you're doing. I just feel like this is such a good bridal bag and I am honestly so obsessed with it. I really wasn't sure what the quality was going to be like, or like if it was going to be as pretty in the photos, but honestly it is even prettier in person than in online. Like this is just I'm literally obsessed. So I'm so happy with this. And then the other item that I got is a pair of shoes. So I got these off of Revolve, but they are the brand Dolce Vita. These are the shoes. How awesome are these? They are a platform. They're like this pearly, it's like an off-white. It's not like stark white. It's like a pearly off-white. And it has like the pearls on them, which is so cute. This is like a fabric. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's a fabric. And then the strap have the pearls on them. And I am just honestly so obsessed with these. I saw them and I literally had to snag them right away. The color is perfect, the heel, everything. I'm just so obsessed. I am totally loving these shoes. I'm so obsessed. As I get things in, I'll show you guys. I'm probably gonna do like, you know, like show you different bridal dresses that I get in terms of like for engagement party, photo shoot, like that kind of stuff. But so far I'm so obsessed with these items that I got. It's not much, but I'm gonna slowly grow that bridal collection and I will take you guys along with me. So yeah, I'm so excited and I can't wait to take you guys along, and thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.